Hello, I'm Stephen Moffat. I am the lead writer and the executive producer of Doctor Who. I've known him for quite a while, long before this, and it's just thrilling. It's tremendously exciting to see a new actor, especially one as brilliant as Peter, get to grips with the role. But in a way, it's different this time because we're about the same age, and we have the same sort of background. We're both from Glasgow and so on.
If we did it again, if we just cast another attractive young man with entertaining hair, then people would notice there was a formula.
The fan response is for me, one of the most exciting things because they respond in a creative way. Like our new title sequence is the result of fan adventure on the internet. All of that is incredibly exciting to me because it's sort of people creatively engaging with the show in a way that doesn't normally happen with any kind of series. So that's hugely lovely. At the same time, it's not my job to chase after them. Do you know, my job is to chase, and they would agree with me, is to chase after the mainstream audience. It's a huge audience, Doctor Who.
You know, there's a huge part of this mission statement is just to scare children senseless. There is no other show that sets out to do that.
Do you know my favourite episode of Doctor Who is always the one that's about to go out on Saturday? And if anybody says anything negative about any of them, I'm just raging about how stupid they are. And I'm so defensive of it. So I've got ask me in 10 years, I'll know.
I've loved Doctor Who from down there somewhere.
It's the absurd meets the ordinary.
It's scary, it's fun, it's entertaining. If you want to get into the mythology of the show, it's there. But if not, if you just want to sit down with your tea and your kids and watch a Dalek shout at people, there's that as well.
I'm Brian Minchin, I'm the executive producer of Doctor Who. I think Doctor Who is such a success because it is the most creative, the most risky and the cheekiest show on TV. I think it always has been. I think my job coming in with the new Doctor was to ensure it kept on that path. And I think no other show can be 51 years old but still feel brand new and cause a big fuss, and that's why I love it. Doctor Who, from the very beginning, has been quite a risk-taking show, and it's ambitious, and I think you want to give it to the person who's going to be the most ambitious, boldest, and not be afraid. And it was Stephen's idea. I can't take any credit at all for that. But I leapt on it. I thought it was wrong for everyone. I was very excited about the Cybermen. I think they're a great monster. I think the story we had a great body horror aspect to it. I think it made them properly scary and silent. And I think the idea of them coming out of graves was a brilliant image. So I was very much looking forward to scaring the nation with that.
It was great to see all of the different background things that go into it, because you don't think about the people who have to make the monsters. You don't think about all of the thought that comes into bringing in all of the talent. You just kind of think, oh, it happens, and everybody knows Moffat's name, but nobody really knows of all of the other people. So it was really fascinating to be able to see everything that gets to go into it.
Hi, my name's Rob Meyer, and I'm Managing Director of Millennium Effects. And we create all the prosthetics and practical monsters for Doctor Who, and have done for the last 10 or so years since the series first came back. Obviously, we've created over 50 different types of monsters for Doctor Who, and everyone's got very memorable, favourable elements of it. But I guess for me, it would be the Rachnos. This is obviously from years and years ago, just because of the sheer scale of it.
Tonight here at the RTS, we saw that with the current people who bring to life that wonderful intellectual property which is Doctor Who.
It was nice to have that take on people that actually make the show. Like, you think that they're trying to appease the audience and that they're doing what they want to do, which I really enjoy.
My name's Ben Wheatley. I'm the director of the first 2 episodes of this series with Peter Capaldi. I would leave all of the performance up to Peter. You know, you see my role in that kind of situation is to give space. It's not about dictating. You know, it's called directing. It's not called telling. So I always think that, and as soon as you start demanding people do stuff a certain way, then you, at best, you'll get back exactly what you said, which is, I'm not an actor, so it will be terrible.
Once I realised I was going to get to do it, and then I started to become, terribly afraid, because it was quite a big deal, to do the first 2 with Capaldi.
I didn't know it was going to be Peter taking the role when I agreed to do it, and so there was a lot of anxiety of how would you form with a new actor, and what would you say to them, how would you direct them, and I found out it was Peter at the same time everyone else did with the big announcement on Saturday night on BBC, and I was like, oh, well, there we go. That's fine. It's going to all be fine.
I like the part where he says that he has attack eyebrows.
Sharpen the wings there. 5 rounds rapid.
Homo sapiens. They're indomitable. Indomitable.